Stands this morning, 27th day of March 2024. My name is Kolade Folari KIDNAPPERS, and I welcome all our viewers from all over the world. Say a very big thank you to all our reviewers too, who are always here making sure that we do everything right as regards the daily newspaper headlines that's making rounds in Nigeria. Yes, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to all of you who have always been part and parcel of this program. Those of you who are in diaspora that have been supporting us one way or the other. Then also I want to quickly indulge us that everything that has to do with comments, we should be cautious in some of these comments that we make. It is not a platform of hate. It is not a platform where we think we can abuse one another. Please, let's choose words. Let's be polite enough. Let's be cautious. Let's respect ourselves. Thank you very much. This morning, I'd like to quickly go through the newspaper headlines that we have. We have the Vanguard newspapers. The major headlines in the Vanguard newspapers this morning says, Okwama, how government security bodies failed to rein in militant leader. That's from Vanguard investigation. Yes, Kuka to federal government, interrogate persons with ties to bandits. That's from the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Yes, I'll quickly go to the Punch newspapers. The major headlines in the Punch newspapers this morning says, CBN, EFCC probe banks, firms over alleged forex racketeering. CBN, EFCC probe banks, firms over alleged forex racketeering. And then the sub-headline there says, CBN implements Deloitte FX audit report. EFCC may summon CEOs over 2.4 billion invalid requests. Several forex requests fraudulent, made with invalid, illegal documents. That's what the CBN Governor Cardoso insists. That's for the Punch newspapers this morning. Yeah, before I go to the Nation, unemployment responsible for rising banditry, kidnapping. That's according to the former president of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. I quickly go to the Nation newspapers this morning. The major headline in the Nation newspapers this morning says, Governor, that is a governor, my state epicenter of kidnapping and banditry. That's a major news headlines in the Nation newspaper this morning. I'll quickly go to the Matrix newspaper. The major headline there this morning says, Tinubu talks tough. Tinubu talks tough, says, kidnappers are cowards, must be treated as terrorists. Ex-ministers call for non-kinetic approach. Cautions federal government against wasting too much money on acquiring arms, ammunitions. Says millions of out-of-school children in northern Nigeria, a production factory for banditry. Gumi reveals outcome of interaction with security agents, says it was productive. Yes, I'd like to welcome my first guest this morning. I want to welcome my first reviewer this morning. Let's meet you, please.
Yes, sir. I'm Olateju Agoro.
Mr. Olateju Agoro. The major news headlines this morning says Tinubu talks tough on security. Says kidnappers must be seen as terrorists. What's your take on that?
Anything my amiable president, I call him amiable because Tinubu is a performer, very intelligent and valuable president Nigeria has ever had. Any action Tinubu takes, he uses wisdom. He uses wisdom. And this is the kind of person we want him to rule this country. To see the case of the Kaduna girls and boys, they were kidnapped. See the way it was handled by the federal government to the amiable leader of President Tinubu government. They have been rescued now, and they handed over to their governor of that state more than a week. That shows you how Tinubu loves this country. Not only Hausa, not Yoruba, not Igbo. He loves everybody accordingly. And I know if you give Bola Ahmed Tinubu a chance to continue the way he's doing, he will take Nigeria to a higher height. Please, let's support him. In banditry, God will grant him divine wisdom. Divine wisdom. Divine wisdom. God will give him wisdom. And all the armies and the police and everything, let's cooperate with the president. Let's work. Let's work faithfully. Let everybody do all his work with conscience. And God will bless us. In the name of Jesus.
Okay, now looking at the news this morning, the governor of Zamfara State has called on Tinubu that Zamfara State is the epicenter of kidnapping and abduction, and that the president should help him. This is not new. It's an old news. We know that it's been happening in Zamfara. What do you think the position of the president of Nigeria would have been before now, and what steps do you think the president can take?
The president is the father of the nation, and he always said his passion for Nigeria is in his heart, and he's doing that. The governor of the state is the chief security of the state, and the president has said it. Even till today, the president is committed to the security of this country. Anything he's doing is committed. What we need now is to support him, support the security team, and even with that, there's some places in all those corners of that state that people there know themselves. They are not the witches. They are not wizards. They are people. They are doing it. So what we need now is to cooperate. We at the vicinity should fetch out the autos and hand it over to the government.
Okay, looking at it generally, the Nigerian man, the average Nigerian man, is complaining that the cost of livelihood is expensive. This is about 10 months into the government. And people have been saying, okay, with all the promises that have been made during campaigns and all that before President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was eventually sworn in, all the things he said he will do, the Nigerian people are complaining bitterly. Things are on the prices of goods and services and essential commodities are on the rise. What can you say about this? Because naturally, if you are enjoying one or two things from the government, there are people who are not close to. You don't have to be close to the government before you enjoy basic amenities. The Nigerian masses are complaining bitterly. What do you have to say?
What I want to say about that is that, to the glory of God, Tinubu initiated in a Sapara, in Nasawa, that the state government acquired land for farmland, which the federal government went and supported it. Tinubu is a grassroots man. He started in Lagos State as governor in 2019 to 1919 to 1999 to 2003, and second time 2003 to 2007. See the way he transformed Lagos. That is what he's trying to do in Nigeria.
But what they said is that all these things does not. All these things you are saying, the average Nigerian man feels it does not put food on their table.
He directed the governors that they should pay palliative to the civil servants. And food, our amiable governor of Lagos State, Baba Jason, has directed, they sell food at a cheaper rate to all the citizens. Not higher, but they remove more than 50%.
No, 25%.
No, 25%. That's a good government. They give it to them so that food will be. Anybody that feel hunger in the country is killing, you know, that's that. So he has tried it well. Let's support this government in any way, through whether your prayer, through your commitment. You and I, we are Nigeria. Well, remove Hausa, remove Igbo. All of us are one. And we are one Nigeria. Let's support through our prayer and commitment. Hello, let me tell you a secret. I from Mikeja here. I trek from here to go for Tinubu at Ikotu. No motor that day because I slept off. I have to wake up early morning like 5 o'clock. I trek from here to Ikotu to vote for him.
And how has the impact of the government that you voted for? What has been the impact in your own personal life and the lives of some of the people that are close to you?
In my life, I emulate something in President, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that anything you are doing, you do it well. You committed to what you are doing, and through prayer, you will succeed. He's committed. He's a very dynamic kind of human being I've never met. And one day I'm going to meet him. Even I want to work with him. I have the opportunity of working with him.
Do you have to work with him for you to enjoy the dividends?
No. I'm saying personal things like that. If I have the opportunity of working with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I'm ready.
In what capacity, sir?
As his PA,
PA.
I can work. Yes, it's possible.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you very much. Is it because you want to work with him? That's why you are
No.
Seriously?
No. I am die-hard with Tinubu. I love him with passion. Not because of working with him. I love him.
Why do you love him this much?
I love him because he has ruled. He started from Lagos State as governor for 2 terms.
Okay,
and
that's why you love him.
And he ruled with fear of God and conscience. He transformed Lagos State. He handed it over to Fashola. Fashola handed over to Akin.
Okay, handing over to Fashola was the transformation you think he has
continue.
done?
No, not to transformation, not that. Lagos State has an independent power supply now.
Yeah.
The economic in Lagos State have improved. See the rain line. See what they are doing. See everything is becoming Gumi, which God will really support them, and God will grant them long life. If they said they should vote for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the second quarter, I'm ready to vote for him, and I'm ready to support him. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning.
Don't go yet. Don't go yet. I'm surprised.
Good
Anyway,
morning, Mr.
Good morning, my brother. I shocked when I heard that. What is it?
Yes, that's his own opinion. He
Anyway,
has
that
right
is it.
to his own
But
opinion.
sometimes
He knows. He who feels it. He who knows it feels it. Maybe he has some of the things that he's feeling on the positive.
Some
Not a good year, but maybe personally, some things there's no way somebody can be 100% good. There's no way somebody can be 100% bad. We have to weigh options.
But when he mentioned the rail line, I was shocked. Yes, there's a rail line from the one the Lagos State did from CMS.
Yes.
Let's say from CMS to my 2. From CMS to my 2.
Yeah.
That's the railway. But and the one from Ekutemeta to Agbado here. How many people enjoying it? There's artists, all these are booking. I don't think Lagosians are really enjoying it.
Yeah.
So I think that is it.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Edo Nobi
Lagos.
Yes,
thank you very much. I cannot forget where I come from. Edo Nobi Lagos. Yes,
Mr. Edo Nobi Lagos. Tinubu talks talk. He
As
says kidnappers must be seen as terrorists and must be treated as one.
not to just talk. Buhari said the same thing. And the kidnapper having it free and all. They are enjoying it, sir. Did you hear what Gumi said? Army should not take responsibility. Army should not post their chest. Because he negotiated the business. He's a business user. And they invited Gumi and questioned Gumi at the end. They say, go. Do you think if a South man or Southeast man or Southwest man can make some of these comments that Gumi make, they will invite him, allow him to go, sir? Is it possible? No. So that means there is, I don't know that some tribalism and regional are playing out there. So for me, Gumi has power. People can get power. Invited today and released the same day. I get me. So yes.
What do you mean? Gumi has power.
He has power.
What government agency? Where does he work? Where is he working?
Yes.
Any department
Yes.
of the government department? Where is Gumi working that warrants Gumi get power? Gumi get power.
Even if
Can
it's
you just
government or
specify?
not.
Just
Hold on.
make your point clear here.
If you see some of these statements he make, that government should negotiate with terrorists, and the money government is paying terrorists, and the money they are using to buy weapons. 2, they invited him. A lot of atrocity has been making. They invited him. I was expecting at least they would lock him for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. You know, when they invited Gumi. Nigeria was happy, but at the end, the same day they say, okay, bye-bye. Even Gumi even said, they asked me to do the needful. What's the needful? So that means the man get power now. Agbarawa. Can they arrest you like that? I said, Saraf, go. Edwin Clark, they went to search his house. Have you ever seen army, SSS, searching imam or emir of Kano? Since they have been kidnapping 200, 300. In North. Has it happened?
Yes,
Have you finished?
Right.
Are you finished? When you talk people that have, that have power in this present regime, listen and listen good. Number one person is Mr. President. Listen and listen good. Followed by the Senate President. Are you listening to me? Then and many more of them within the cabals. Many of them. You can never say that Gumi, a cleric, a Muslim cleric, that he has power. He has power. See, listen. He has no power. Listen and listen good. This man is part and parcel of banditry in the northern Nigeria.
And they did arrest him.
Why? Listen and listen good. He knows their hideouts. He knows them too well. He's the one that always negotiates with the bandits. He will come out with the ransom. He will give it to them. At the back door, collect his own commission. Listen and listen good. The North, listen, the North knows him. The Southerners, we know him. When Buhari was there, he was there doing the same business venture that gives him money. Negotiating between, say, let me tell you, the caliphate, they knows why some clerics, especially Muslim clerics, are what? Rapporting with Boko Haram, bandits, herdsmen. Nothing has been done about it. Blame it to Sultan of Sokoto. Blame it to Emir of Kanu and all those northern elites. They know what is going on in Nigeria. They believe that They are the one that are the first citizen of this country. That's why Gumi should be vomiting bullshit, and still Tinubu could not arrest him and punish him, incarcerate him.
Thank God. That means he has agreed with me.
Let's
He has agreed with me now that
Yes.
the man has power. He has agreed with me.
Yes.
He was released yesterday. See, he have agreed. He have agreed. Now, okay, he has agreed that Gumi has power. And also, they sort of detained him.
Talk about Gumi's power. What kind of power do you think? What's the that you think Gumi wields?
Now, somebody who said federal government lies on mentioning those names that sponsoring terrorists. And again, somebody during Buhari time, I saw him with bandits in the bush. Somebody, just what my brother said now, that he negotiated with the terrorists and the federal government, and they know him very well. That kind of person is supposed to be questioned, arrest, ask him, and put him behind bar. And they invited him. After 1 hour, 2 hours, he came out and said, they said, I should rescue them, I should negotiate with this bandit. That means he has power. That's why I said he has power. What did Nnamdi Kanu did that warranted to be in prison? What did a lot of Nigerians did that warranted to be in prison today? Gumi have done more than that today. So, and again, why did the army went and raid Edwin Clark home? I've never seen since I was born. Army, SSL went to North and raid Edemia or whoever in Kano, in North. No. You can see Nigerians are not one. That is why I said, Gumi. I was expecting when they arrest Gumi, say, they are going to interrogate him. He will last for 1 month. They will take him to court. And the man, smile, come out and even face media. Face media. Media was what happened. He said, I just go there and so that's why I say he has power.
You said talk is just what the president does.
President,
But
talk.
according to the platform newspaper this morning, it says treat kidnappers as terrorists. Tinubu tells judges amidst rising abductions. That means a lot of people are being litigated. A lot of cases of kidnapping and kidnappers and abductors are in court. So for the president to say that means he's giving absolute power.
Expect the president to say the man is just he don't know what to say again. He has tired. Have you aware this morning? Go to newspaper. Zamfara governor is crying woefully.
Crying woefully that Zamfara State is the epicenter of kidnapping.
Zamfara governor is crying. Why Zamfara governor is calling president because it's an opposition? Other governors are crying too. Bandits have run everywhere. And the leader of the bandit, Gumi, invited him. I released him. Go and negotiate with them. Help us. And don't forget, Gumi said, army should not beat their chest. That he fast track the release of these people they just released from Kaduna. It might not be between the Gumi and federal government, it might be the state governor and Gumi. So the state government must have paid. So they say, okay, help us go and find the remaining one. And they say, go in peace. And you are telling me the man don't get power. So what I'm saying, the president is helpless. President is helpless. President don't know what to do. All he's saying, catch them, kill them, just like what his wife said. You know, wife said it. They should treat bandits as a criminal, kill them. But what I'm saying, sir, what I'm saying, a governor in a state coming out to cry that bandits have taken over my state. He's crying. Likewise, Katsina, likewise, Kano, everywhere in the north, not only the north, including the south.
Okay, in this situation, what do you think can salvage this situation?
Number one, let's dialogue all Nigerians.
You just said that talk is not enough.
President cannot. Nobody will listen to the president now because people are hungry. Including the north, in the southwest, everybody. They are not happy. They are not happy. If they are happy, they will find solution to the president. They will listen to him. They will listen. President talk today. Tomorrow they kidnap 200. President, he was addressing the whole parliament, the whole Nigerians, when they kidnapped 280. They are not listening to him. If they are hungry, will the children listen to you? So the only thing is to make a presentation. Either go that compa to Nathan era, bring it and dust it, and let's see the good things inside there. What are the good things? My brother, state should manage our resources. If he said that today, battle will stop. Let them go back to the north and kidnap the north. They believe that if they kidnap 1,000, they will use Niger Delta money to pay them.
Yes. Okay, may God bless you, Daddy. Yes. That is the reality.
So let us go and control our resources.
That is the reality.
And see, let them kidnap their people. If they don't see money, they will leave them.
Yes,
So let us face our oil and face our land. That is the best. So a president cannot come today and tell us that Nigeria is okay. Nobody will listen to him. Nobody will listen to Tinubu because everybody is. My brother, I don't have light. No light. What are we talking about? When Buhari was there, we have a little bit light. But now, no light. What are we talking about? These are bad. These are hard. Now, Easter is coming. Okay? Easter is coming. Easter is to give out food, give out things. For you to know how this government, how these Nigerians are bad, corruption. Imagine a Kano governor give up billions for people to go and cook and give the needies.
Yeah.
You saw it? There was no meat inside rice. They used palm oil to cook the rice. So the whole system is bastardized. The whole Nigeria system. Now, the president, what is he doing? They are only telling us to be patient. How long can we be patient? How long can we be patient? For when I have taken over immediate. Do you know what happened to me? Let me say it. Sorry. I saw someone want to give out 20,000 to Ramadan. I click it, my brother. I just decide to do it. So let me try whether I'll have luck. As I click it, the little money I have, this is enough to today, wipe it out. So that means all this is.
Are you sure that was from a very right source?
That means sometimes you see president want to give out 50,000. You see everything. I put my account on. I'm regretting. So some of these things we see social media, these are fake. What is happening to the country? You can no longer use social media again. You see information there, whether you don't know whether it's right or correct. So this happened to us. Our agency need to do something. Not to just talk. President will sit and say bandits should be killed. Is that enough to keep bandits? When they are even trying to release some of these Boko Haram to the society, they are arrested. When Buhari have done that several times, releasing all these bandits to the people, to uniform. They should keep them in the north. They should not bring it to South. So, my brother, Nigeria, we are not happy to the president. Don't come and be telling us 2027 now. Please, you have not spent 2 years. Nigeria is down. Do something. Bola Tinubu, do something. Governor, do something. Senator, he said the worst person is Senate president. That one is, I don't know what to call that one.
Why would you refer to him as the worst person?
He said anything you can come and sign, I will sign it, even dead warrant.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you.
I don't know
Edo can never be.
I don't know.
Okay? Don't forget, very soon we are going to Edo. I will go there and vote for my right person.
Asigalo.
No, don't say this is not a platform to advertise any political candidate.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, you're welcome to bystanders at the newsstand. Yes,
It's always good to be here.
yes.
It's a call a day.
Yes.
Keeping it real with you.
Yes, before we go ahead with my reviewer this morning, I want to read some of the live chats from our viewers from across the diaspora, across the globe. Yes, Gladys Oyabo greets everyone. King Joe Ogba says, good morning. He is watching from Budapest. Crown Badge greets us. Samson C. Udeze Chima. Romero, Ray, Dutchman Pounds, Jane Ogo. Thank you very much, Jane Ogo. Crown Badge, we thank you. Jane Ogo says something here very important. She says, if Nigeria must remain one, may God give this present administration the roadmap to success. Do you think this administration does not have a clear blueprint or a roadmap that will make things work for the average Nigerian man?
Thank you, Mr. Kadesh. First and foremost, let me chip in something. Okay, Bobby. Now, I want to appeal to all our viewers across the group. Please, let's always try to tolerate other people's views about happenings in Nigeria. People would always have a diverse view. You don't compel people to stick to your own view. That is why
we have rights to our own
so people have rights. So please, for those of us using foul language to bring down other persons on this platform, I might be a very young man, but please let us stick to the rules. We are one Nigerians, and then we are advocating for a better Nigeria. Nobody has the right to bully or to cyberbully anybody. Yes. Please let us keep it to our right. Yes. Please.
Thank you very much.
I appeal to everyone, please. And then I think the president that told us on the day one when he has been office said, "I will eat the ground running," has now he's now been eating the ground running in a negative way. He doesn't have President Tinubu was not prepared. He was not prepared. He just wanted to become president. He just wants his name to be among the names of ex-presidents. He was not prepared because if you see a government that is prepared, a government that is prepared will come with level blueprint to reform the economy. You can see that most of the president's economic policy has been tried and then error. Let me just work. Let me just work on this. If this will work, if this will not work. A president on the first day in office that say I will eat the ground running. You don't even study the economic landscape of the present day Nigeria. Though he lives in Nigeria, he just announced that subsidy is gone. That alone catapult over 200 million Nigerians into abject poverty. Without reckless statements, subsidy is gone. Before you announce that subsidy is gone, why don't you sit back and then if I should announce subsidy, what do I need? What do I need to bring an end to this office? Either by fixing our refinery. That should be his major focus before announcing that subsidy is gone. A government that said if elected into office, what to eat, cassava, gari, agbado, corn, is that a government that means well for us? A government that when he went to UK, he went to Chatham House. Questions were being directed to him. He was delegating questions to Nasiru El-Rufai. And now Nasiru El-Rufai, they are not in good times. This is a government that wants to order that El-Rufai, he said he as the president will handle security. Economy. Shetima will handle insecurity. Both economy and insecurity, foul. Nothing is working. So Tinubu does not know how to manage the economy. All what he knows is just good in all this kind of order economy, agbedo economy. Because if you have a government, the same government went to Egypt and borrowed about $1.2 billion to invest into forex, so that will help dollar crash and then it will help our naira to gain value. Now, after 3 months, what happened? Naira start to what? To crash. No, naira start to what? Appreciate. Okay. And then see along the line, naira, the naira how to crash back. That is just, even to a layman, the economist, that policy has nothing to do.
Okay.
The same man came out what? With traders? No, he said, see, renewed agenda money.
New hope agenda.
Yeah, money meant stipend will be given to our daddies and mommy. Up till today, the president will clock a year in office, either by next month or so. Nobody has received that cash. For how long do Nigerians continue to listen to failed promises?
Okay, now some people say Tinubu, an intelligent man, a chartered accountant who has been head of multinationals before he even became the governor of Lagos State, that maybe it's cabal from the north that is holding him tight not to be able to do some of these things that he has, the roadmap, not being able to do some of the things that he has planned to do for Nigerians. Can you say anything about that?
Sir, point of correction. Tinubu worked with, there were claims that he worked with ExxonMobil as a junior staff, not a chief accountant. So for that reason, does not mean he will perform as the governor. Even when he was in Lagos, did Tinubu perform? Even while he was the governor of Lagos State, Tinubu, I start to be corrected today. While he was the governor of Lagos State, Tinubu only empowered Agbero, NURTW. That is what he did. We all saw it. And then later on, he went on to build 3 million schools. He built one in Ojodu, in which I attended one. He built one at Oshodi, and that's one, and that's some other million school. Aside from that, when it comes to the worst governor that has ruled Lagos, it is Bola Ahmed Asiwaju, because all what he did was just to build empower some set of people, and then siphon Lagos money. That was all what he did. You cannot point out now that this is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu project. But see, I can tell you that I can point out to Lateef Jakonde project in Lagos State, and then Lateef Jakonde ruled, I think in the 80s. In the 80s, I can still take you around Lagos and tell sir, this is what Lateef Jakonde did in Lagos State. But up to now, Tinubu ruled in 1999, but I cannot point out to Tinubu achievement and then Tinubu legacy. Only legacy I can point out is this thing. It's just Owoda. Yes, that is it.
Thank you.
And for the president, Tinubu, that is talking tough. Buhari talk tough. Nothing will happen to the bandits. Nothing will happen to them. The president knew that Gumi was being invited into the SSS custody. And there no evidence, concrete evidence, for Gumi to have been nailed. Yeah. But why did the SSS refuse him? Because Tinubu wants to dance to the tune of the North for his 2027
presidential re-election.
And then what I'm telling that the North cannot be trusted. They're not going to be trusted. And don't forget, Edofai has been going around plotting against Bola Tinubu 27. So that is my take. Tinubu should not talk tough. Rather, he should take action.
Thank you very much. We're very grateful. Yes, Mr. Ralph, you're welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mr.
This
Kola.
morning. You've been here earlier, but I know that at this point it's your time to speak. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is talking tough on terrorism, saying terrorists are cowards and these kidnappers are cowards and should be treated as terrorists. Why do you think it chose the word coward?
They chose the word coward because that's the true meaning of terrorism. Terrorism is cowardism. Do you know why? They won't confront you in person. They will come in another way or take you unaware, attack and go. What do you call this man that ruled America before? George Bush called them cowards. It's an act of cowardice. September 11 or what? 9/11. When they attack America. That's the real word for it. See, let me tell you. What Tinubu is saying now, if you ask me, I say it's too late. You know why?
Why?
Throughout the regime of Muhammad Buhari, there were incessant attacks. There were incessant attacks of terror in the north, central, in the core north, northeast, south, everywhere. Even in Yoruba land, herdsmen are terrorism. Herdsmen terrorists, they attack Ibrakwa, Ikongo. In southeast, the Enugu axis, they attacked everywhere. Baba, let me tell you, Tinubu was alive then, very vibrant, in health, good health. Tinubu has not come out and condemned terrorism, Fulani herdsmen, bandits. Tinubu has never spoken on Rugalization. Ruga that brings the issue of herdsmen killing farmers. He has not come out and said anything.
But now he's talking tough.
Now he's talking tough. That's why I'm telling you that it's come late. I see it as hypocrisy. Yeah. The man is behaving as if he's a hypocrite. Because he's supposed to talk then. We were talking then. I was talking then. Other people were talking on social media platforms. Tinubu was not talking. Tinubu was petting Buhari regime so that he would give him the chance to become Nigerian president. What he's saying now is just playing eye service to Nigerians to show that he doesn't like terrorism. I'm not saying that I like terrorism. I don't. No Nigerian ever likes terrorism. I don't know what to understand. But you should come out and voice out. Tinubu was not talking. Buhari was almost killing Nigerians, suffocating us. Economic hardship then. Insecurity. Tinubu has not come out and said anything. Even when people were agitating for restructuring of a thing, he once spoke. Nigeria need to be restructured. He went back. Are you listening to me? So everything is here. He did not. So telling me now that soldiers being killed in the south, bandits kidnapping in the north, Igbo youth doing this and that. Why was he not talking there? Now that his own turn, he's talking. I don't like the kind of leadership quality Tinubu has. I always air my point, loud and clear.
Okay.
See, if you want to be a man, be a man. If you want to live good, live very good. Let the whole world see you. It's not a question of pretending, being unstable, playing hanky-panky. Everything is not politics. You can't play politics with human lives. At his age, he's supposed to behave like a father. That is who I am. I don't hide anything truth. Are you listening to me?
Yes,
the issue of giving lists that the people that are sponsoring insecurity, number one, is Samoneba, but Tinubu is lying. Samoneba is not sponsoring terrorism. It's a lie. Oga, Kola, let me say it again.
It was alleged that
it was alleged.
It's part of those funding terrorism in Nigeria.
It is laughable. Tinubu should refrain. It should take back that statement and put it inside his stomach.
Why do you say that?
Why? IPOB meaning indigenous people of Biafra. I am a member. Obi is a member. C0W is. Every woman in Lagos, anywhere in Nigeria, we have IPOBs. English is confusing them. Indigenous people of Biafra know the meaning of indigene. People know it. Biafra. I don't know what to understand.
Yes,
so that one is not. We are not. Hamas are. Boko Haram are. Fulani herdsmen are. The bandits are terrorists. Outside name it banditry. Bandits. Banditry is terrorism. Bandits are terrorists. Bandits are terrorists. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Fulani herdsmen are terrorists. ISWAP are terrorists. ISILK. That's K. The one that attacked Russia. The concert hall in Moscow.
Yeah.
They are terrorists. Linked to Afghanistan. Are you listening to me? That attack Turkey. I think 2021 that killed 175. No, not Turkey. Kabul, capital of Afghanistan. 2021 that killed 13 servicemen, 13 American servicemen, and rest of others. They attack Turkey. They attack all over the world. Igbo man his business, does his business everywhere in the world. They are not terrorists. I reject it in Jesus' name. IPOB are not terrorists. Simonaba is not. I am not. They are not terrorists. So anybody that will open his acid-filled mouth to tag Igbo man, terrorist, IPOB, is making mistake.
Let's be
acid is a feast of people's mouth. Because when you accuse somebody, I can never accuse Yoruba man say is a terrorist. No. Nothing is wrong with my brain. I have been living with Yorubas. And I live in Igbo land many years before I come here. Yes. Igbo man can never, ever perpetrate an act of terrorism. It is impossible. We don't.
Yes, thank you. With the way things are now, in the area of kidnapping, banditry, and all that, what do you think is the way forward for this government?
Let me tell you, my brother, we prefer solution every day to our problems and wait to get results. But still, nothing has been done. Do you know what happened? Issue of security has been receiving the highest budgets. The budget highest money for that section or sector during Jonathan regime. The money that they budgeted for to procure arms, to buy arms for our military, our soldiers. Didn't you see what the then Dasuki, Colonel Dasuki, Major Dasuki, or whatever he called himself, the person that take over that project, didn't you see what he did? He shared the money among themselves, among the politicians during the regime, Jonathan regime. Do you know that when Brutai was made chief of army staff, the whole money Brutai for many years budgeted, they budgeted a big amount of money for that sector or section to procure arms, to buy sophisticated weapons for Nigerian military and the police. Where are the money? Where did it go? Did they buy it? Did they utilize it well? They share it among themselves. So my brother, when you're asking these kind of questions, I begin to blame myself if I say, yes, it's good to budget out money, map out big money. It's a gigantic project which you spend money. If you bring out money, it will go into the air. You won't see it. So, my brother, let me provide a solution. Let me tell you what is to be done. Let us have our state police, SPF, state police force. Every state. No state will like bandit or Boko Haram to take over its land. State governors. No state governor would like that to happen. Employ the indigenous of that people, enroll them into state police force, SPF, so that they will help federal. Then again, reform the police, federal police. Make them to live good. I don't know what to understand. Give them flat, give them car, their children free education, pay them social security income, take care of Nigerian police well. Are you listening to me? Yeah. Let it not look like maybe soldier is doing more work better than police. That's why salaries of the soldiers will be bigger than that of police. Take care of these two armed forces well, police force and military force. Forces. Let me tell you, they will do what? Be well remunerated. They will be so consistent and efficient in discharging their duties.
Okay, with what we are saying now.
And by me doing that, my brother, there will be security. Everywhere will be security. Because each will work hard.
This to Governor Lawal, Zamfara, crying out.
I think he's crying out, yes.
Zamfara State is the epicenter
of
banditry and terrorism.
And one day they are going to kidnap him, that's what he said. He alleged so that he's feeling that one day it will be a breaking news. Breaking news, Governor of Zamfara State, in the bush, in the forest, in the hideout of the bandits. The man is crying out. See, let me tell you, he should start to campaign. Be campaigning now for state police. Be campaigning for powerful local security outfits in Zamfara, made up of all the ethnicities in Zamfara State, well armed, to secure their borders with Niger, to secure their borders with other states, to employ forest rangers. They are doing good. Forest rangers were among the forces that arrested those that perpetrated Moscow bombing. Have you not read it? Those forest rangers arrested some that are crossing over to the Ukraine border through forest. Now, forest rangers, Russia. I listen. If we can have such security outfit in Nigeria, they are going to do well. Well paid, well taken care of, well equipped with trackers and devices that will track down criminals, kidnappers. Immediately they place calls across to rescue their captives. Are you listening to me? Immediately they stage contact with the hostages. Those tracking devices will tell the location where they are. We need all these gadgets. CCTV in Abuja, FCT, capital territory. Caller, they bought it. Where is it? Have you heard that Abuja has CCTV?
CCTV. There are in some areas. There are in some areas.
Okay, in Nigeria, there's some area, and those areas they are doing well. See, let me tell you. They embezzle the money, these government officials. Someone in my back, said, they embezzled the money during Jonathan. I don't know. All I know is that they're supposed to have bought those devices, put it in order, so that if anything like that happens in the FCT, they must study the camera and know their whereabouts and know who they are. I didn't understand. Things should be put in place, in the right positions, in the right places, in the high places even, so that security in Nigeria will be intact. As I'm talking to you now, look at this cloud everywhere. If you hear gunshot now, everywhere will turn to ghost town. Symmetry.
Thank you.
Everybody will run. Nobody should go there to defend Nigeria or to defend people that are making noise, even the people that are eating the politics' money. Everybody will run. Yeah. No Nigerian is not afraid of death. Yeah. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you so much, Kola.
Yes, sir. Before you go, let's look at this area. Now, do you think some state governments have the capacity, the financial wherewithal to handle SPF? The state
yeah, the state has the capacity.
Looking at some states in the northern part of Nigeria, that their IGR is nothing to write home about.
Yeah, let me tell you, they have the resources. See, you see the states, Mr. Kola. If you want to know whom these governors are, you are needed to go down to Abia State to see by yourself. Yeah. A 8-month regime is like 10 years regime of Buhari, 10 years regime of Obasanjo, just 8 months old. Though. If you see what Alesoti is doing in Abia State, see, let me tell you, the worst enemy of Nigeria, the worst enemies of Nigeria are, I will name them all. Anambra State Governor, wait, Imo State Governor,
thank you.
Enugu State Governor, Lagos State Governor, Ondo State Governor, Ochun State Governor, Kaduna State Governor, Borno State Governor, and so on and so forth. They are enemies. They have enough money to fund the state police. Yes. Judging by what Alesoti is doing, Alesoti has turned Abayi City, Abia State, into what? Our modern Dubai in Nigeria. With no less than 8 months, the governors across the federation, of the states across the federation, are the witches and wizards. They are our what? Enemies. And Nemesis is going to catch up with them.
Thank you.
That is my wish.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ralph. It's nice having you on the program. Mr. Chinedu will still have you, but let me just quickly start with Mr. No. Quickly start does not mean I will rush you out of the show. Okay. It's just what you want to say, your own opinion that really matters to the audience worldwide. Mr. Kule, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu talks tough on insecurity, saying kidnappers are cowards and must be treated as terrorists. This is not the first time we're hearing this. This is not the first time we're hearing this talking tough, rather. This is not the first time. What's your take on that?
Yeah, before I start, I have to just sympathize. I would have to sympathize with the children, the remaining children that are yet to be, released. They are yet to be released because the number they are giving us now is not really accurate. So, and again, I will be coming up with hashtag stop kidnapping our children. Hashtag stop the hate speech. Hashtag no more ransom for bandits. So let me now say, as it is, Gumi, right, should be an outcast as you see it now. I don't know why the government is still engaging him. And even the Gumi himself, they ought to, what I'm thinking is, maybe they are trying to use kinetic approach with him and non-kinetic approach. Non-kinetic approach with him before they use the kinetic approach. And I will say that there's nothing bad to invite him to come and explain himself, how you get to know the bandits, his relationship with the bandits. And if I were the president, I would do the same, just to invite him. And it's not even the president's what's it called? It's not the House of Rock he went to. He went to NSA. That's the Miss Madam Nuru Ribadu.
Malam Nuru
Ribadu, yeah, that's the NSA. He went straight to his office for questioning. And he came out and he celebrated it that he's powerful. Some people are saying he said he's powerful. Powerful in what? In supporting banditry. I mean, people like Gumi, as it is, supposed to be caged as of now. Because I see no reason why somebody will be, relating with the bandits. At the same time, telling people, the government to pay them ransom, and it's ransom they need. And you can see some bandits, some elements of bandits flaunting billions of nairas in the social medias, and suddenly they have grown up to 3,000 followership. And what are those followership? They are same bandits. So they are growing in number. And that is why the government has to wake up, the NSA has to wake up, and the other security that attach to intel, that attach to intelligence information, that they have to wake up. So this is a time for collaboration now. This is not the time to sit down and start putting the blame game.
Like the first question I asked you.
Yeah.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu talks tough. Today is not the first time he's talking tough. What do you think will change with this is talking tough at this period in time? As a staunch supporter of Ashwadi Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Mr. President, talk is cheap. Upgrade your upgrade your tactics you want to use on these people. You have to keep talking tough and walking the talk, because what we need now is solution. Put an end to all these jargons. Put an end to all these barbaric Boko Haram bandits. We don't need them in our society, and they are pulling you backwards. That is why you have to sit tight now and sit right now and swing into action. When you're talking of hit the ground running, this is the time you have to hit the ground running against the bandits, against the non-elements that want to derail this country. The economy now, I will really advise the youth likewise. What are you going to prove or put on the table? It's not about complaining. We ourselves, we should look at what can we put on the table, even not for us, for our children, generation to come, because we all spoil Nigeria to the level at the decay where Nigeria is. Because when we're supposed to cry out loud, when we're supposed to take our position, to stand firm, that this is not the Nigerian we youth clamor for, we were sleeping in slumber. And to me now, Mr. President, the ball is in your court. You are the commander-in-chief of Federal Republic of Nigeria and commander of the armed forces. You have everything. All the intels, all the security intels are in your hand, they're in your capacity. You have the NSA, you have the DMI, you have everything in your hands. Make use of these people to squash those, the bandits. They're just ragtag. They're just ragtag. Can just 20 people be terrorizing? Who is not hungry? Who is not hungry?
Don't give your children.
Who is not?
Go miscraft.
Why have you not joined bandits?
I'm different.
Why are you different?
I'm doing my own here. They're even abusing me. Me coming here, they're even abusing me.
Who is abusing you?
No, Nigerians are abusing me. Say, look at this, but I don't have job. But I'm doing my own. But still.
But why have you not joined bandits?
But don't forget, he did not. Vote Moki, Makahare can be do anything there.
They said on education.
Yes.
That is what you should say. Not
what is making millions go into bandits.
Yes.
Why have you not? You are educated, but government did not provide job for you, and it's a job of government to provide job for you. Did you not?
Is it compulsory that the government provide job for you?
Hey, you can create job for yourself, but why are you not? What I'm buttressed for? I'm just
when you say the government did not provide job, that's what I'm looking at.
Government, why have you not turned to bandits? Why have you not turned to bandits?
That I'm asking is the government making good environment for people to be self-employed.
That is why I'm saying the damage has been done for a while. Nigeria has no database of their citizens. They have no database for the child control.
Who are you to
It's the government now. Definitely,
That's why we are blaming
it's
government.
the successive government
When
all
the-
over and over.
Kule,
We
when
never
the head is
had,
rotting.
we've never had government.
When the head is rotting.
We've never had good government in Nigeria that key into the data, because if you have done
on. I look around, I don't see. Okay, we're back. Yes, sorry for that break in transmission. It was due to network issues. Now we're back at Bystanders at Newsstand. Mr. Chinedu Michael is here with us. Major headline today is Tinubu talks tough on terrorism and kidnapping in Nigeria. What's your take on what he has said? Is it business as usual? Is it the same talk that we've been hearing? Or you think something better will come out of the president's reaction this time around?
They have always talked tough, right from the days of Jonathan, right from the era of Buhari. They always talk tough, but we have not seen that talk, translate to, expectations. But people are still saying that Tinubu should be given time, and likely is going to, at the end of the day, do something. Yeah, we're yet to see those things anyway, but his own is to show leadership anyway. Like he says, talking tough is part of what is expected from him. To ignite free, into making sure that our lives and properties are being protected. But that is not the end of what we are expecting from him. We are expecting a tough action, to tame down. Why is it that this Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, has been ravaging Nigeria and taking lives of over 500,000 Nigerians over the years? And no government has ever come and said, this is what we are going to do to stop this in less than 1 month. Remember, this was the same propaganda they used to remove, Jonathan from government. When same Tinubu and Buhari, they came together, and they were like, within 1 month, so we are even posting, dollar will come to 14 naira. A lot of things, government magic. That's what Fela called most of those things. Plus, until we begin to have purposeful leaders in leadership, that's when we begin to take some of these things serious. As it stands now, bros, let me tell you, Tinubu has it 100% to write his name on gold. You should not be afraid of the Northerners. What are they going to do to you? These are the same people that murdered Abiola. These are the people that ganged up and destroyed one of the fairest elections in the history of Nigeria. They still went further. Is it different from anybody? Come to Excellence Hotel on June 12th anniversary every year. I do attend. Abiola's anniversary, I do attend. Come and see them, BBC Kano them, marking them, Gani Adams, name them, all the activists that fought during that era to make sure that democracy is being returned in Nigeria. Come and see what is going on. Come and see revelations that come there. Then, and you have the opportunity now. You are. Tinubu was once closer to all these guys you're seeing now in Abuja. They were all Abiola. This is the time to restore. Don't need to waste time. Stop this committee rubbish. Stop it. Throw it away. We don't need it. No, bro, I'm telling you the truth. Stop this. Is it not why white people are celebrating the governor of Abia State now? Because it was decisive. No time to waste. Committee. Bro, if you look at the number of committees federal government has set up, is more than 20,000, and nothing has changed.
Nothing has happened.
Bro, we need that action. Not leave the note alone.
Let's have Mr. Matthew too. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We don't need it. This is a time for action.
Okay, do you not think maybe the presidency at this point, with the way Nigeria is, does not have executive powers to make decisions absolutely on some of these matters?
Because if they can have a way of manipulating the INEC, manipulating the electoral system, and get to that place and share money in less than 24 hours, they still have what it takes to fix and handle some of these issues that have continued to destroy the fabrics that holds Nigeria together. Why are they showing this kind of I don't care attitude?
But even when it comes to terms of, okay, look at the speed of which they shared over 30 trillion. Look at the speed of which they increase fuel. Look at the speed of which they do any manner of thing they want to do. But when it comes to that of policies, they that will fix, that will put food on the table for of millions of Nigerians, they begin to crawl. They begin to give excuses. It's unfortunate at the end of the day if Tinubu did not able to do anything tangible. Like the Yoruba nation, of course, they have started telling him, the elders of the Yorubas have started telling him that this is the only opportunity because your generations to come will ask questions. The first civilian president of Yoruba extraction, and you are still trying to know whether it will work or it not will work. Committee is equal committee as it is. Because we don't need it. That's the fact.
Thank you very much, Mr. Michael Chinedu. It's nice having you on Bystanders this morning. Yes, Mr. Matthew, you're welcome to the program this morning. Should I say welcome back to Mr. Raf? You want to pass one or two information first before?
Yes. No, I've not spoken.
I know, maybe one or two informations on the Easter program.
Okay, just was trying to say thank you to people who have been exchanging gesture.
Yes,
Thank you, Mr. Kevin. Mr. Kevin, we thank you for the gesture. So, thank you. Let me mention
Okay.
That promised 70,000. She have redeemed it. Okay. Then let me use this opportunity to appreciate Mr. Kevin. Mr. Kevin, thank you so much. So we are saying a big thank you to all of them.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We pray that God is infinite mercy will replenish their pocket in a billion food.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin.
Thank you
Happy
very
Easter.
much.
So that's okay.
You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
This man is still coming to.
Yes.
I know you have not spoken.
Yeah, but yes.
I know.
Thank you, Mr. Kelvin. Right?
You know, this man was no, let me not indict you.
Yes, thank
No,
you.
you can say. I think everybody knows why I
what
stand.
you stood for before.
Yes,
Okay.
and I've always said it, and I still stand by my word. I said by the end of first quarter 2024, but I'm not seeing any significant changes in terms of our tackle against insecurity. I will come all out and, and be against the president. I voted for Tinubu, but I am not convinced and I am not impressed.
Do you think at this moment, with the way his reactions, his body language now, do you think really action will back this is talking talk?
Listen, today is a day whereby the 17 people, the 17 soldiers who were, brutally killed, today is their burial. And I wait to listen to the speech of the president. However, I have lost faith so far because I have not seen the president and direction on how he intends to tackle this. I think it is shameful for the president to invite Gumi, and after whatever interrogation they have, Gumi said that the president was asking him on possible solutions on how to tackle banditry. And that is the highest level of cluelessness.
Well, because maybe Gumi is seen as one of the players. Do you think the president was right in asking Gumi ways he can tackle banditry, Mr. Matthew?
I think Gumi should come and answer questions, not giving directive or advice on how to address insecurity.
Absolutely.
I understand that maybe he served in the military before as a medical personnel, but I don't think he's using his purview to start dictating, directing, advising on how security should be fought. Because I understand that there has been so much accusing fingers pointing at him. So I think what is right is for the government to look inward. If there are some perhaps evidence to put him on trial, I think it's not out of place.
Yes, with the way things are now, the governor of Zamfara State has been shouting, has been begging, has been saying, presidency, please help us out. How do you think the presidency can help out in the case of this banditry being the epicenter of banditry and kidnapping abduction, which the governor of Zamfara State has said that his state is the major place that this thing is happening.
You mean the Zamfara State?
Yes.
He's asking for help.
He's asking for help from Tinubu, begging him that they should come to his aid.
That is the sorriest state we find ourselves as a people, as a country. It's not unfortunate that the governor of a state that goes by the name of the governor and the chief secretary officer of the state will go cap in hand. I know cap in hand means money, but this time I just want to use it in that manner. To the presidency asking for help. That's why we have been saying reject this architecture. Let us do things differently. State police is the way to go. If you continue with the current scenario, it will be very difficult, extremely difficult to solve this issue of insecurity. Have a situation where bandits, criminals, ISWAP, Boko Haram, all crime is local. I was privileged to receive a voice note of a vigilante organization in Delta State. As they kidnapped someone, the vigilante were naming bushes, forests, asking other communities to start combing bushes. That's because they knew the terrain. These are ancestral forests. They have been working there, hunting there, doing different activities there, right from their cradle. So nobody could have known it better than them. Bringing a policeman from Kaduna to Lagos will be easy for him to operate because Lagos is already a city that linked with each other. You hardly find bushes and forests. But bringing somebody from Kaduna to Delta State, to Enugu, to Imo State, to perhaps Ogun, Osun, Ekiti, it will not work. Let us reject our security architecture. Let us give state police a chance.
Thank you.
Let us, because until we do that, so that he can talk. Until we do that, we cannot see solution to all this.
What's your contribution to that?
Well, it is a known fact that Zamfara State is the origin of banditry in Nigeria. As far back as 2002, banditry, Boko Haram, and the like started in just two states, which is Borno and Zamfara. Under Yerima, then Yerima, who was a Sharia fanatic, even gave them some state, backing, whereby you call them the Islamic scholars. As it stands today, whenever there is any kidnapping in the whole of Northwest, the lasting and the resting place of those bandits has always been Zamfara. Let me tell you, the fact is the Zamfara state governor does not have that cohesive power of the state. Whether we like it or not, in the next few weeks or months, the bandits can decide to chase away the government. Matawale himself cried to the president of Buhari then. He went all out and said, give me approval to wield assault rifles. Zamfara is one of the largest states in Nigeria that shares a very large boundary with Niger Republic. And it is a fact that these bandits or these terrorists, let me put it rightly, use Zamfara as their den. They don't, there is no army that dares go into any forest as it stands today. In response, the Zamfara governor, when he came on board, I think just last month, he set up a security outfit. Just yesterday, over 3 or 4 of those guys were killed because they didn't have a commensurate weapon that can level up with those bandits, guys. And don't forget again, these Zamfara state governors have failed the people. They did not give them the dividends of democracy. Today, a Zamfara indigent can sell his daughter for just 30,000 naira. Zamfara is one of the states that has failed to pay minimum wage. How many are there in Zamfara? Zamfara collects money than Ekiti. Zamfara collects FAC allocation more than Cross River. However, Zamfara is where one of the richest senators come from, which is what? Yari. Matawale, who is known to be a serious looter, who is being alleged by EFCC to have looted nothing less than 170 billion, right, comes from Zamfara. So this is why banditry is ravaging that state. I will not only indict the president, I will say also that the governors have largely induced poverty, and when there's poverty, it brings room for every form of insurgency, and that's why Kidnapper is like that today.
Thank you very much,
You're welcome.
Mr. Matthew. Thank you very much, Mr. Nee. It's nice having you. Yeah, thank you very much to all our esteemed viewers from all over the world. We want to say a big thank you for staying with us from the start of this program till now. Hope to see you tomorrow. My name remains Kolade Folari Kadesh Prince. Bye for now.